Okay, so as a programmer, I get asked this question a lot by friends and family. And the question is, I have this bright idea of an app, and I think the idea can make me money, but I don't know how to program or write code. I'm not a programmer. Do you think I need to learn programming to be able to build this app? While I'll be answering this question, I will also be interviewing a young and successful Nigerian tech entrepreneur. He founded a tech company known as Procreate Technology Solutions with his friend from college.
We have people from the United States, people from India, people from Brazil using our product.
His company has worked with other companies from USA, India, and so much more on many interesting projects.
And we've worked with some clients around the world. We've worked with people here in Nigeria too. And we worked with Fashion Box Africa. It's a fashion niche social networking platform. We've worked with Wazobia. It's an entertainment and social networking platform.
My name is hErBiDoY, and I'm glad to have you on this video. Kindly be my guest by subscribing to this channel so that we can discuss more interesting topics like this. Okay, now, so when people ask me this question about starting out a technology business, a tech company, my answer is always it depends. Well, it depends on many factors, such as, do you need to release the product out immediately? Do you have a sense of urgency for the product? Do you have a deadline? Should you release it out in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months? Or do you have the time to experiment, to try out stuff? Also, another factor is capital, cash. Can you start out with just outsourcing the idea to people that develop tech? Or on the other hand, do you need to start small with a friend or just learn to program by yourself? It depends on a number of factors, and the answer usually varies depending on what you can afford and the time you have. Now, the first idea is you might want to start out with a friend of yours that is a developer. And starting out with a friend of yours that is a developer is usually very common among tech companies. For example, Apple started out with Steve Jobs, who was a marketer, and his friend Steve Wozniak, who was the software developer, and able to build a company that is ranked the second most valuable company in the world. So there's no problem with starting small with a friend or so. A friend could be a college friend, could be a friend from college, it could be your friend that is already developing for a company, but you need to convince that friend on the idea you are trying to preach across. And I'm going to interview Olumide on this because Olumide's story is very interesting. He started out with his friend.
My name is Amuson Olumide. I'm the product and business manager for Procreate Technology Solutions. Sometimes in 2013, we were still in the university then, I was in my 400 level, I guess, yeah. Okay, it was my childhood friend. He was in Futmina, I was in Lautech. He wanted to know so much about programming. He's always contacting with me, like, what language are you being taught in school right now and I know. During IT was when we really connected and had time to work together. So we had our internship with Pentagon Solutions then. He exposed us to some reality, some business reality, like, because whatever you learn in school, it's not all you need to make it outside the world. Like, you need to have some orientations, like outside school, you need to. So that was when we all started the whole idea of the thing. We started with just software development, some template development. Then we had time, we worked with we did some freelance job at that moment too. Like, we developed some platforms for some banks and some individuals, websites and all. We did some program for them. So when we started with the software development, he was basically into the programming, like full time. He has developed himself over time, and I was doing pretty well too. But then we developed software that no one was using.
When they started out, they didn't have all the capital to start this, but they were very passionate about the business, and they were able to start something very interesting. They were able to start really small, and I usually advise that there's no problem with starting small. You can have a big dream, you can have a big vision, you can have a big goal, whatever the case may be, but you usually need to start small when you first start. So that is really important. And another advantage to this is that you get to spend all that time you could have learned in programming by just like your friend is doing the work of the tech, your friend is developing the software while you're probably doing the marketing. And in the case of Olumide, he had to evolutionize, he had to evolve into marketing naturally, because at some point he realized that it is not just enough to build the tech. You also have to do the marketing side of the business, which is also very important, because you can build the best tech company in the world, but if you don't have the marketing knowledge to get your product out into the hands of your customers, it's almost a wasted effort, because it's not the best product we see out there. We see the products that can actually connect with their customers, that can bring the product into their customers' hands.
You know, it's a thing to develop something. It's another thing to have it in the hands of people that needs it. So that was when we started, and we were like, okay, we need to focus on the marketing part of whatever we are developing as well. So I decided, okay, let me go into the digital marketing of the thing. I started to learn about selling products. So he developed, I was selling and getting people to know about the platform, know about the software, and get people to use it. Because at that moment, we couldn't afford to just bring someone, probably an experienced marketer or sales person on board at that moment, because we were still struggling on our own. Like, yeah. So we just had to evolve and, okay, this is what we need to sell this product. And if we are able to get people's hand on them, like, it is something they need that they would use. So that was why I started to do more of digital marketing and sales and customer relationship, like, over years. So you have to be informed in the development. You have to know what is going on before you can market. You need to know about a product very well before you can market it. So it was very easy for me, because I know what we are working on. I know how to market, how to sell it out to them, because I'm very well aware in the product development. So it's really helping a lot. It was easy to transition. Like, everything you need to know is online, and then I got started, and that is how we got here today.
So while you are starting out with a friend, you try to complement your weaknesses, because you're going to have weaknesses. You can't both be going in the same direction. You should have different skill sets. It's not enough to just like both of you be programmers, or you should have someone that is probably thinking marketing, the customer, while someone is thinking about the product, because it helps a lot, and diversification helps a lot in tech. Now, the disadvantage to this is, along the line, you might need to, because it's always a 50-50 dependency, you might need to depend on your friend. Because you might need to depend on your friend, you need to convince your friend to just like keep the fire burning actually, because when you first start out, you need to do a lot of work in convincing your friend to stay, like, to be on the business for a while. Because if one person drops at some point, it's always a problem for the business, because it's very important that both of your motivational levels are very high. Keep your motivations like high enough to be able to wiggle through the storms, because every business has its challenges. There's no business that goes like successful, just starts out and gets successful. There are going to be challenges along the line. For example, with Olumide, they had the issue of convincing their parents as well, because you're always going to have to face that when you first start out, and I can testify to that. When you first start out on an idea or a vision or whatever it is, you always have the issue of trying to convince probably your parents. Even if not your parents, you might have to convince the consumers, why your customers, why they really need you. You might need to be like or investors to invest in your company, like the capital and all of that. So through that period, you always need to be able to keep the motivation level strong between you and your partner, because it's always very important to believe in that idea, to believe in that vision while you are starting out.
When we were starting, even parents were not so sure about what we're doing. Like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like, just bring your CV, bring your certificate. Let me go out and let me submit to friends, let me submit to family and all like that. But we were just so zealous about it. Like, no, this is what you want to do.
So the passion was there.
The passion was there. Like, when you have something, when you play it out in your head, you'll be like, wow, I'm going to be Mark Zuckerberg in just few years right now. Like, yeah, so that was how it was playing all in our heads. And, some people have to call you, are you sure you're not into Yahoo? Because anybody that carries the system and this is what you are always on computer 24/7, they think you are out there just scamming people. But people are making money online. Let's do this legally and let's make it happen for us. Let's change our environment. Let's change people's orientation. We all started, and it was not easy bringing a team on board like that. Like, because we were just so young at that moment, and you had to bring in developers that are way older than you, like more experienced. And we had to bring our brother on board, like he's into the administration part of the company itself. So he was the one that was putting us in check and making sure we are on the right track. So Mr. Tiamio Jamio, and he has helped us a lot to be on track and not lose focus on during the way. So. And we developed a social networking software, Create Social. It is one of the top social networking software in the world right now. And the idea was to bring, help people to develop whatever platform, whatever niche they want to create an online community around. So the product was ready made for them, and all they had to do was just buy and install on their own server and get started. And we helped them so much that even some people that wants to have some custom features, we give them an audience and a platform to request for customizations. Then we hear them out, hear their idea, their opinion, what they want to achieve. Then we help them develop them into reality. So that is how we work so far. We worked with a educational platform in US, and that is Babu Track. And we've worked with some clients around the world. We've worked with people here in Nigeria too. And we worked with Fashion Box Africa. It's a fashion niche social networking platform. We've worked with Wazobia. It's an entertainment social networking platform. We have people from the United States, people from India, people from Brazil using our product. So, the product was speaking for itself, because whenever you see it, you feel like, oh, this is not from here. Because even people, when Nigerians see the product, they'll be like, oh, wow, I didn't know you guys are in Nigeria. Yeah, like even when people abroad see it, oh, wow, you guys did a very good job. So the product was marketing itself. At the same time, we were doing a lot of marketing at that moment. So it brought us to limelight, the product itself. So, and people were ready to work with us because our product was there. Like, it was all they need to get started with their own platform. So that was how we got started. Knowledge is everything. It's wherever your knowledge limit would determine where you go. Like, if you don't know about what you could do online, if you don't know about people that could use your products all over the world, there's no way you can market it to them. Like, if you have the knowledge, if you are so conversant with how internet work itself, like, you just have to be there. People are looking for whatever service you're rendering. We have some developers that, because you're not working under someone, you can develop something for the world to use, or for your immediate environment to use. There are startups in the overseas now that what they do is just for their local community, and you see them raising a lot of funds, and they're doing very well too. So understanding is the most important thing, and get informed. Don't sit in your comfort zone. Like, you need to just go out there, explore a lot of options that you could dabble into.
That's to tell you that location does not limit you, whatever the case may be. All you need to do is just have that idea and just start out. You just need to start out. Wherever you are in Africa, outside of Africa, whatever you are doing, if you're a developer and you have that idea, just launch out. If you're not a developer and you have an idea, you have a tech idea, you have an idea for an app or any business whatsoever, all you need to do is just to get started. You just need to get started. You need to just start, The hardest part of anything is starting. You never know what
what the problems are until you start. You can have a fancy idea in your head, like, okay, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and all of that, but never really gets clear. It never really gets clear until you really launch in, dive deep, and start. So I'm urging you, start out, because there's some people that have started out, they've taken the dive, regardless of how like scary it was or how unclear it was at the start, but they dived right in and they got started, and they are pushing it. Like, they are known out, even outside of Nigeria, they are known out there. So you're not limited by location anymore in this generation. You have the advantage of starting, doing whatever you want to do. Your idea is limited only by your imagination. So get started. I remain hErBiDoY. Catch ya.
All I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I cover up every part of my